Welcome to my channel, Mastering Math. My name is Julia Cox. Today, the focus will be on numbers and operations of 4.2c. Compare and order numbers to 1 billion and represent comparison using the symbols greater than, less than, or equivalent. When you see a symbol like this, that means equal. When you see a symbol like this, when it's going this direction, it means that it's greater than. Meaning, the Pac-Man is eating the larger number. Pac-Man wants to eat the larger number, or the larger piece of cake, or the larger piece of pizza, and hey, I'm all about the pizza or the cookies, you know. Alright, the next one is a less than. The less than symbol is always going to point towards the smaller amount. And Pac-Man is always going to be, or the gator is always going to eat the larger number, and then the pointed part is always going to be pointing towards the lesser number. So now that we've talked about equal, equal means the same amount. So let's go ahead and take a look at some numbers. So what if we have, and we'll just go with, let's see, we have 8,749. And then we have 8,794. A lot of times you will see that they're going to try to trick you. So you start from the left and you work your way to the right. Okay, 8 and 8, they're in the thousand spot, so that's the same amount. The hundreds, 700s and 700s, that's the same amount. Now when you get to the tens, it changes. You have to look at which one is greater, the 9 or the 9 tens or the 4 tens. And as you can see, we know that the 9 tens is greater. So when we're writing this out, it's usually, the way it's written, it's side by side. So I'm going to go ahead and erase this. 8,749 is less than 8,790. Pac-Man is eating the larger number, and the arrow is pointing towards the smaller number. Now, sometimes they will have several numbers trying to trick you. So when that happens, I'm going to go ahead and take this away. Equal means same amount. Greater than means larger number, eating smaller number. Or Pac-Man, I'm sorry, is eating the larger number. Less than, the arrow is pointing towards the smaller number. Let me go ahead and erase this. Sometimes you'll see where they're comparing 4 numbers. So let's see, we'll say 7,911, and then they're wanting you to compare it. And sometimes they'll be saying that you have to order it from least to greatest. So I'm going to go ahead and write some other numbers. So we'll say 7,119, 7,834, and 7,308. 84. So when you see something like that, you have to, they may say order it from greatest to least, or they may say order it from least to greatest. And this is what you would do. You start at the 7s, okay? Then you look for the next number. Which one's the smallest? 1, 9, 8, or 300s? We know that the 7,119, so that would be the least amount. So we go 7,119. Remember, this is pointing towards the smaller number. So we got that one, we can cross it out. Then we look for the next one. Is it going to be 900, 800, or 300? It's going to be 300. So 7,384. Cross that one out. And then this is going to point towards the lesser amount, because this amount is less than that, but this amount is greater than that amount. Then we go to the next one, 7,834. And then, of course, this would point towards that amount because it's smaller. And then we have 7,911. So let me write this out a little bit smaller so you can see it. And then we have 7,911. So when we're reading this, it's like this. 7,119 is less than 7,384, is less than 7,834, is less than 7,911. Now, if it's going the other direction, these same numbers, and if it's, this would be from order from least to greatest. That would be ordering from least to greatest. 7,119 is less than 7,384, is less than 7,834, is less than 7,911. Now, if we're going the other direction, sometimes they may say to order from greatest to least. So let's try a number in the 10,000s place. So, and the numbers are usually similar. They kind of want to change them around in the hundreds place or the thousands place, but it's usually, so we got 10,000, and sometimes it's like 19,872, 19,782. They got the numbers kind of similar to try to throw you off. 19,287, and then maybe they'll have one of these numbers in here to try to throw you off. 17,829 to try to throw you off. So you start here at the ones. Now this time we're going from greatest to least, meaning from the larger number to the smaller number. So that would look like this. So we're going from the largest number. So we got the ones, the nines. We already automatically know that this is going to be, because we went from the ones and then to the nines, this is the 7. So we know that that's going to be the least amount. So that's going to be number 4. So then we look at these. Okay. Okay, so we're got A, 7, and 2. We're looking for the largest amount. So which one's the largest amount? 800, 700, or 200? We know that it would be 800 would be the greatest amount. So it's going to be 19,872 is greater than, and I'm going to probably have to write these numbers smaller so we can fit it all in on the page. So let's try that again. 19,872 is greater than, so we know that this is the first one. We know this was the second one, third one, and the fourth one. So, and I actually wrote it unintentionally in order. How about that? So then we have 19,782 is greater than 19,287 is greater than 17,829. So when we're looking at this, we're going from greatest to least. So 19,872 is greater than 19,782. It's greater than 19,287 is greater than 17,829. At this, I just wanted to say thank you for taking the time to watch the video. If you like the video, please click subscribe. You may like, give positive comments and feedback. If there's a video that you would like to watch in the future, please like, share, and give me any suggestions. Thank you. Bye-bye.